have anyone at your place?
No.
Why?
I can ask, but
Yeah.
I know sober living, it's like that could put people in jeopardy.
Because,
And then if I do it,
because
then everybody else gets to do it, and it would turn into chaos. So there has to be some type of structure,
Yeah.
and they got to keep it a safe environment. And I think HIPAA is something with confidential. So
confidentiality.
you're not supposed to know if I'm here or not, blah, blah, blah. Unless you have warrants or a search warrant, then police are able to come in. But like,
I didn't even think of it like that.
so there has to be some type of like confidentiality. Otherwise, like, there could be a celebrity living where I'm living, and then,
That's true.
yeah, so they got to keep it under wraps. Because, it's, for some people, it could be an embarrassing or humility experience, especially, I don't know, it just, I didn't like talking about it at first, but now it's like whatever. I just do it so I can lead by example, so if somebody's thinking about it or they don't want to do it, I can tell them I did it, and it was a good experience. And right now where I'm living, there's like 15 rooms, so like 30 men can live there. And right now the house is only 2 of us there. So I'm like, go home and there's like nobody around. It's like a ghost town, and I'm grateful I got in there when I did, because it just opened a month ago. And they're very strict on who they let in. So you have to have you gotta be a productive member in your recovery in order to be there. And I really like that, because if you come in and you're just there for the bed or whatever, or the affordable rent, then usually you're probably gonna usually you're just gonna be the one causing the problems.
Because you're not that dedicated. Like, it's like, oh.
No, because you're only there for one purpose, is for the affordable rent, or just so I did a 1-year men's program at the Santa Barbara Rescue Mission. I just graduated like a week ago.
What does that mean, graduated? Like, how
I completed the program, and the required criteria or requirements in order to graduate. And
what does that entail?
so there's 4 phases at the rescue mission. Phase 1 is 90 days. Phase 2 is 90 days. Phase 3 is 75 days. Phase 4 is 105 days. So phase 1 is, there's a 30-day blackout where you can't leave the property unless you go to meetings. And then from 30 to 60, you can have a resident in phase 2 sign you out, and you can be out for up to 5 hours. After 4 p.m., Monday through Thursday, 1:30 on Fridays, and then weekends are open, unless you have a job assignment. After 60 days, you can sign yourself out for up to 5 hours at a time. And then phase 2, you can give back to the guys in lower phase. Like, I could sign, somebody that's just hit day 30 out.
Do you have to be with them when they're out?
Yeah, at all times. Well, it's to hold you accountable, so.
I like it.
Yeah.
Because at first it's like, okay, we don't trust you. Then it's like, okay, we trust you. Then it's like, prove yourself.
Yeah. They give you a sober buddy too. So say I'm in second phase, like 100 days in, and there's a new guy coming in. We also have these things called tracking groups once a week, where it's cognitive behavioral therapy. So we just sit in there, we talk about our problems and the emotions, and then it's a positive aspect, a part of the program. So I would say, yeah, it's useful for everyone, even if you feel like you don't need it. But if you're closed-minded, then
what's the point?
Yeah. Plus it's like, I don't like being around people that are like, oh, I don't need it, I know how to do it, and then they're already closed-minded, so I just like to stay open-minded, and sure, why not? A lot of people that want to get in there, because it's one of the best programs, they say, in the nation.
How many people graduated, like percentage?
It's higher than the national average.
Yeah.
Also a women's house. So if you combine those two, it would be somewhere in the mid 40s. I've seen a lot of people come and go. Like in my group, there was 1, 2, 3. I've seen at least 10, 15 leave.
Dang.
I stopped keeping track. I've seen people go out and not come back. And I've seen people just like get upset one morning because they got cut off from breakfast, they felt like, and say, I don't give a shit about my recovery. It's like just little things like that. It's just like you don't think, and then, you know, staff can overhear that and go, well, if you don't care about your recovery, then go. Phase 4 at the rescue mission is when you can go out, look for a job, and start working. So at that point, it's basically sober living, where basically the main rule is be home before 11 and be in your room before room change. They kind of know I run a solid program, but I'm not special, so I expect them to be there on time, checking my room. And I went back to a previous employer that said he would hire me back if I got my act right, which I did. And then on the weekends I would work like doing moving gigs with my old roommate. So I did that, and then I kept the same routine because consistency is key.
Sober living. So how is it a different living situation?
I'm left alone all day. No more intercoms. Wake up for your job, gentlemen. Because even while I was working in 4th phase over there, I don't hear that anymore. And it's not like packed as much. I have a lot more freedom, and there's a lot more space for me to move. Like, I don't have to say hi or have 15 conversations before I leave to work, you know? I can just go make my meal and then leave.